We built the pedestal. We can't be shocked when they step off of it. Welcome to the Endlessly Elated podcast. I'm your host, Kathleen Pagan, founder of Endlessly Elated, cook, designer, storyteller, and soon-to-be author. But at heart, I'm a woman endlessly curious about what it means to live with intention. Week after week, we'll slow down, reflect, ask life's big questions, and uncover the lessons that help us live more thoughtfully. Hello, and welcome to today's episode. There is something strange happening right now, and I feel like I'm on an island all by myself. My timeline is full of outpouring support for Bad Bunny right now. I'm talking countdown posts, excitement, pride. But somehow amnesia, as it often does, has hit the internet because this universal celebration was not what we were met with just a couple of months ago. When Bad Bunny announced he'd be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show, something interesting did happen. And I won't lie, I feel like I saw it coming. Many people loudly and publicly denounced his participation. To quote the internet, he was a sellout, a hypocrite, a traitor. And I'm not talking about public figures here. I'm talking about people like you and me. It was so shocking to me that his one decision, this one announcement, was enough to turn years of his integrity into evidence of abandonment. I mean, think about it. Here's someone who has spent his entire career championing Puerto Rican culture, speaking out on political issues, and refusing to sanitize himself for mainstream acceptance. And yet, the moment he accepted the Super Bowl halftime gig, which, by the way, we still don't know what he'll say, do, or perform, we decided that this decision was a sign of him turning his back on us. So I've been sitting with that lately. Like most things I absorb, they linger in my mind as small afterthoughts that just nudge at me. And it's not because I'm invested in celebrity culture, but because this moment reveals something much larger about how we relate to one another and what we do to each other. This episode isn't entirely about Bad Bunny, although I'm a huge fan. It's more about us, about why we're so quick to question someone's integrity the moment they do something we didn't see coming. How we just climb onto a high horse and declare what we would have done differently. We scream judgment from the rooftops without ever asking ourselves if we'd survive the fall. So let's go back to what actually happened. Bad Bunny was announced as the Super Bowl halftime performer. For context, he's one of the biggest artists in the world. I probably don't have to say that, but this is also the girl who didn't know who Mr. Beast was. So there might be someone out there who doesn't know who he is. No judgment, I guess. He has surpassed the industry's greats in terms of streams, cultural impact, and global reach. He's done this entirely on his own terms, singing in Spanish, refusing to conform, staying rooted in his Puerto Rican identity. And can I just say, hell yes to all of it? So when the announcement came, you'd think the response would have been all celebratory. A Puerto Rican artist on one of the world's biggest stages. A reggaeton artist headlining the Super Bowl. Representation at its most visible. But that's not what happened. Instead, many people immediately questioned his decision. They pointed to the political climate, the horrific things happening with ICE, and the treatment of Latino communities in this country. They argued that by performing at the Super Bowl, Bad Bunny was aligning himself with institutions that don't care about us, that he was choosing visibility over values. And here's the thing, I understand where that reaction comes from. I do. When you're part of a marginalized community, when you've watched people who look like you be dehumanized and discarded, when you've seen how easily institutions exploit our culture while ignoring our pain, of course you're going to be skeptical. Of course you're going to question anyone who steps into those spaces. But that wasn't what struck me. I got that. It was just how quickly years of integrity disappeared before our eyes. How someone who has shown us who he has been over and over again through his music, his activism, his choices, could suddenly have none of that matter. We weren't privy to the conversation, and we don't know what was discussed behind closed doors. We didn't even know his reasoning. We didn't even give him a chance. On the surface, he did something we didn't think he should. And for that, it was enough to erase everything. And I think that assumption says more about us than it actually will ever say about him. Because this one decision that we don't fully even understand yet is enough to erase all of it? And more importantly, is this what we do to people in our own lives? Why? If I had to guess, I think it's because we expect people to carry the weight of our hope. Then we're shocked when they cannot move freely under it. We place this impossible burden on those we respect and love, and when we give them that much to carry, even when they didn't ask for it, any move they make feels like it could shatter everything. From the Bad Bunny standpoint, this is what happens when representation becomes a singular responsibility. When one person has to be perfect, has to make all the right moves, they stop being a person, they become a symbol. And I get it, some will argue that's the price you pay for the stage you've got. But are we not allowed to fail or pivot or choose something that feels contradictory? We're all human. And the more we demand perfection from others in our own lives, the more we set them up to disappoint us. We built the pedestal. We can't be shocked when they step off of it. This is where today's free episode ends. The rest of this conversation, including what it actually looks like to trust someone's intention and how we can break this pattern in ourselves, is available to paid subscribers. If you want to support my work and listen to other podcast episodes in their entirety, join me inside the subscriber space. You'll find the link to upgrade in the show notes. Thank you so much for your endless support.